Today I'm really excited to show off the Petzl Flow. It's a line that I hadn't really heard about, but I've been really impressed since using it. I was kind of going off my everyday rope, which is the Midline from Tpott. It's just a bit too bouncy for single rope technique, but I do like the versatility of being able to do single rope technique and DRT. And that's what this rope provides, except being a lot more static for when you're on a single canopy tied line. It's a lot more static, there's a lot less bounce. And that's why I love this line, as well as being incredibly soft. It's easy to grip, maybe just on the thinner side, but you're gonna get that. The thicker the rope, the easier it will be to grip. The thinner, the harder, but the nicer it will run through ascenders. Now, Petzl designed their products to be used with their own kit. It's only natural. So this has been specifically designed for the zigzag, but it will run amazingly with so many other products. I run the rope runner and the zigzag, but on this particular line, I run the rope runner and it rides up that line so smooth. I've got a CT foot ascender and the Haas knee ascender, and I've never had a line where it runs so smooth up the line. The sheath has such a nice feel to it, and the ascenders seem to love it as well. It has this incredibly thin spliced eye. This is just the outer sheath that's threaded into itself. The core isn't there, which allows it to be so thin. And see how it pinches down to nothing? That will run in from either the top or bottom of the zigzag, or you can pop the zigzag right off the top, so no more needing to feed it all the way down the end of your line. Now I went for the 45 meter. You obviously can get it in various different sizes, but if you go for the larger line, say a 60 meter, you don't want to be feeding that right down to the tail of the line of the 60 meter rope. So that's pretty awesome. A lot of companies are doing this tightly spliced end, but the one thing that Tpott does, because that has a similar spliced end, is they put the tag right here where my fist is. So even though the zigzag or device can slide down there, it's going to come in contact with that tag, where Petzl have put the tag on the tail end, which tends to be the end that stays in the bag and gets less wear anyway, so it's a good place for that to be. Really easy and nice to tie knots. They cinch down nice and tight, but then it's super easy for them to come undone. That's what I love about this line. Again, not trying to diss the Tpott Adrenaline, I think it is a great line, but it can get a bit wiry, especially when it gets a bit gunky and a bit dirty. The knots seem to slide undone, which isn't very nice, especially if you don't have a spliced eye. Feeling like your termination knot is kind of sliding undone, but this rope gives me so much confidence and it's great to climb on. Every modern rope needs to work with ascenders, and this just does just that. It grips down super well when you want to take a step, but it slides up so smooth. It's definitely one of the best lines in that regard. So the zigzag chicane actually isn't midline attachable, hence why being able to slide this from each end is really versatile. I climb on the rope runner. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this. This is midline attachable, so you take these pins out, but it is a bit fiddly, especially when you've got gloves on. So being able to just feed it through, just thread it right through, simple as that, and then you're ready to work. That actually saves so much time during the day. Versatility of that tight spliced eye can be useful in lots of different situations. Let's do a little ascent. Let me know what you think and your thoughts down in the comments below on what ropes you guys use. But truly, I've been incredibly impressed with this rope. It seems to have quite a hard wearing sheath because I've done quite a lot of climbing on it already, and there's no nicks or tears or rubs in the sheath. I've had some ropes where I've done a reduction and I've had the chainsaw on my hip and it's snagged up straight away just due to the sheath, the nature of the sheath. But anyway, I'll see you up there. Nice and easy, nice and smooth. Like I said, one of the most smooth ropes that I've ran this rope runner and ascenders through. Super smooth. Love it, love it. That's all I've really got to say on it. If you've got any questions about the rope, leave a comment down in the description. I'll make sure to get back to you. I've been really impressed with it, and I'm going to continue to use it as my primary line, and I've got 3 lines to choose from, so I must like it. If you want to check this out, any of the technical specifications, I'll leave a link down to Petzl's website. They have a great catalogue of loads of different gear, so even check it out just for a little bit of a browse to decide what you want to buy next. If you're due a new rope or you're looking for a second line to advance your climbing techniques, then the Petzl Flow is definitely one to check out. Hope you enjoyed that one. I'll see you in the next one.